Have you ever thought about how experiences from past lives might be affecting your life now? Imagine discovering that you were a completely different person with unique stories and secrets that still shape who you are today. Curiosity is natural, but what you uncover could surprise you. According to Buddhist teachings, life is a cycle, and we carry lessons and karma from past lives. Knowing who you were can reveal patterns in your behavior and even talents you didn't know you had. What would you do if you found out you were once a powerful figure or a wise sage? And what if some of the challenges you face today are deeply connected to those past experiences? Watching this video might help you understand and change important parts of your life. Here, you'll learn how to access this knowledge and uncover hidden truths about your past. It's not just about curiosity, it's about personal growth and transformation. Are you ready for some surprising insights? Before we get into this journey of self-discovery, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any updates. To attract positive energy into your life, comment below. I'm ready to discover who I was and create a new reality. Have you ever noticed certain things in your life keep repeating as if you're stuck in a cycle? Maybe you feel lonely even when surrounded by people, or perhaps you help others but never feel as appreciated as you should. According to Buddhist teachings, these situations might not be mere coincidences. They could be linked to who you were in a past life. Imagine the challenges you face today, like difficulty trusting others or feeling like something is missing in your life, could have roots in experiences your soul went through before you were born. Perhaps in a previous life, you faced immense suffering, which still impacts your emotions and behavior today. Discovering who you were in a past life can help you understand why you feel certain emotions and, more importantly, how to overcome them. Have you ever noticed certain talents or behaviors seem to come naturally to you, even though you never learned them? Or perhaps you feel a deep connection to certain times or cultures for no apparent reason. These could be reflections of a past life where you developed those skills or had experiences that left a lasting mark on your soul. Knowing who you were can give you new insights into your gifts and challenges, helping you live a fuller and more satisfying life. In this video, we'll explore how to identify signs in your current life that might reveal who you were in past lives. By understanding this past, you can start transforming your present, better managing the challenges you face, and appreciating the things you do well. If you feel like there's something more in your life that needs to be uncovered, you're in the right place. Let's start this journey together to unlock the mysteries of your past and find answers to what you're experiencing today. Do you often feel lonely, even when surrounded by others, or isolate yourself frequently? This could be linked to a past life where you were a hermit or lived in isolation. Perhaps you chose to live far from society, seeking peace or inner wisdom. In that life, silence and solitude were your companions, but these experiences may have left marks that now show up as difficulty in emotionally connecting with others. In this life, your mission could be to learn how to balance time alone with building meaningful relationships, breaking the cycle of isolation, and opening yourself up to the world. The feeling of loneliness might also echo past experiences of abandonment or loss. Maybe in a previous life, you lost someone very dear to you and never fully healed from that pain, creating an emotional barrier that still affects you today. This can cause you to avoid deep connections, fearing the possibility of reliving that pain. However, in this life, you have the opportunity to heal those wounds by allowing yourself to form new connections without carrying the weight of the past. Your inclination towards solitude might also suggest that you had a past life as a wise person or a deeply spiritual individual who needed time and space to meditate and seek inner answers. Your soul might be familiar with tranquility and introspection, which could explain why you feel more comfortable alone. However, It's important to remember that in this life, you are also here to share and learn from others. Finding balance between personal space and social relationships is key. If you relate to these feelings, it might help to reflect on areas in your life where you still feel isolated and work to build connections with those around you. Understanding these past roots could help you enjoy the richness of human relationships while still respecting your need for solitude. Are you someone who loves action movies, war stories, or has a deep interest in military strategies? This could be a sign that, in a past life, you were a soldier, military strategist, or even a warrior in ancient times. That life might have been filled with battles, struggles, and difficult decisions where your courage and leadership skills were put to the test. Your current interests could be reflections of experiences your soul lived through on battlefields, where adrenaline and survival were central themes. In that past life, you may have fought for an ideal or defended your people with bravery. The intensity of those situations could have left a deep mark on your soul, making you feel connected to themes of struggle and overcoming obstacles, even today. Perhaps that life taught you the value of strength and strategy, which is why you are so interested in these subjects now. However, in this life, the challenge might be learning how to channel that energy peacefully, using your leadership and determination to promote well-being and peace. This fascination with battles and conflict might also suggest that you faced many adversities in past lives where you had to fight not only physically but emotionally to survive. This could have strengthened a side of your personality that values resilience and the ability to persevere. Now, your mission in this life might be to realize that not every battle needs to be fought with force. Sometimes, victory comes through diplomacy, empathy, and collaboration. If you feel drawn to these themes, it might be worth reflecting on how you handle challenges in your current life. Are you someone who faces problems head-on like a warrior, or do you tend to avoid confrontation? By understanding these tendencies and their roots in past lives, you can begin to balance the need for action with the wisdom of when and how to fight life's battles in a way that promotes growth and harmony. Do you naturally find yourself taking charge in group situations, or do people often look to you for guidance? It's possible that in a past life you were a powerful leader, perhaps a king, queen, tribal chief, or even a spiritual leader. In that life, you were used to making important decisions and guiding others through difficult times. Your leadership abilities were crucial, and you learned to take responsibility for the well-being of many people. The leadership skills you demonstrate today may be remnants of that past life, where your authority was recognized and respected. Perhaps you were a wise ruler, or maybe you learned hard lessons about the use and abuse of power. Now, in this life, your mission might be to exercise that leadership in a balanced way, using your influence to create positive change and help others grow alongside you. It's also possible that you were a military leader or commander, where your decisions on the battlefield could mean the difference between life and death for your soldiers. This might explain why you have a clear and decisive vision in high-pressure situations and why you feel comfortable making tough decisions. However, in this life, the challenge might be to apply those leadership abilities in non-conflict situations, focusing on building and developing communities or teams instead. If you see yourself as a born leader, it's worth reflecting on how you exercise that leadership today. Are you using your influence to promote the well-being of those around you, or are you driven by a need for control? Understanding your past lives can provide valuable insight into how to use your leadership skills to create lasting positive change for yourself and those who follow your example. If you're someone who's always been drawn to mysteries or spirituality, it might hint at a past life where you were a priest, monk, healer, or even a scholar of occult knowledge. In that past life, you may have spent your time seeking deep truths and understanding the universe beyond what can be seen. Your curiosity and search for answers could have been the main focus of that life, where you explored topics like life, death, spirit, and matter. You might have been a person who looked for the deeper meaning of existence, possibly isolating yourself from the world to meditate and reflect on the truths of the universe. In that life, you had a strong connection to the spiritual, and you might have guided others, helping them understand their own spiritual paths. Now, in this life, your fascination with mysteries and spirituality could be a reflection of that past journey, inviting you to keep exploring these themes in a way that fits today's world. This interest in the unknown might suggest that in past lives, you acted as a spiritual advisor or sage, offering guidance to those who sought it. Your soul could be used to looking for answers beyond the obvious, which is why you're drawn to subjects related to the invisible and the immaterial. In this life, your goal might be to find a balance between the spiritual and the material, using the lessons from your past to help both yourself and others. If you feel connected to spirituality and the unknown, you might benefit from exploring practices that link you with your spiritual roots, like meditation, studying ancient philosophies, or joining spiritual communities. Understanding your past lives can guide your current spiritual journey, helping you deepen your knowledge and use it to brighten your own path and that of others. If you've always seen yourself as someone with new ideas, who enjoys creating and innovating, it's possible that in a past life you were an inventor, merchant, or pioneer. In that life, you may have been ahead of your time, seeking ways to change the world around you. Perhaps you were a merchant who explored new trade routes, or an inventor who introduced new technologies to your era. Your current drive for innovation and entrepreneurship might reflect a soul that was already used to breaking barriers and exploring new possibilities. In that past life, you might have faced challenges while trying to bring your ideas into reality. Perhaps you encountered resistance or misunderstanding, but your determination and clear vision allowed you to push through and leave a mark. Now, in this life, those qualities are still with you, urging you to keep innovating and creating, but with the added wisdom from past experiences. Your ability to see beyond the surface and seek new solutions might be a sign that in past lives you played roles that required creativity and courage. Maybe you were an explorer who charted new territories, or a business leader who built something from scratch. In this life, your goal might be to use your creativity not only for personal success, but also to create lasting benefits for society. If you feel connected to this entrepreneurial or innovative spirit, it could help to reflect on how your ideas and projects can have a broader impact. Are you using your gifts to create something meaningful? By understanding your past lives, you can gain insight into overcoming challenges as an innovator and how to turn your passion into something that truly makes a difference in the world. If you're someone who naturally takes care of others and feels a deep need to protect and nurture, it's possible that in a past life you were a caretaker, nurse, or someone responsible for the well-being of your community or family. In that life, your role may have been to ensure the safety and care of those around you, even if it meant sacrificing your own needs. This deep sense of responsibility for others might have left a lasting mark on your soul, making you continue to feel this way in your current life. In that existence, you might have been someone who devoted their life to others, perhaps as a healer or guardian of your community. Your soul learned the value of service and compassion, and these qualities are still present in you today. Now, your mission might be to balance this desire to care for others with the need to care for yourself. It's important to learn to set healthy boundaries, ensuring that your drive to help others doesn't lead to burnout. This inclination to care and protect might also suggest that in past lives you went through experiences where you had to fight to protect those you loved, perhaps as a warrior or defender of your family or tribe. These experiences might have strengthened your sense of duty and responsibility, but they may also have left scars that now make it hard for you to trust that others can take care of themselves. In this life, your goal might be to learn to trust others and let them take on their responsibilities. If you identify as a caretaker or protector, it could be helpful to reflect on how you can balance your desire to help others with the need to care for yourself. Understanding your past lives can give you new perspectives on how to use your skills in a way that benefits both you and others, ensuring that you can continue to serve in a sustainable and fulfilling way. If you often feel anxious about failing or avoid new opportunities because you're afraid of failure, this might be connected to a past life where you experienced a significant downfall, perhaps as a leader or someone who took great risks. In that life, the failure might have been so impactful that it left a deep mark on your soul, creating a mental barrier that still lingers in your current life. This fear may be your subconscious mind's way of protecting you from reliving the pain and disappointment of the past. In that past life, the failure might have resulted from a risky decision or an unexpected event beyond your control. Maybe you invested everything you had in a project that didn't work out, or led a campaign that failed. That event might have defined the rest of your life, teaching you tough lessons about the consequences of your actions. Now, in this life, you might carry this fear as a form of self-protection, but it can also act as a barrier that holds back your growth. However, the fear of failure can be seen as an opportunity for growth. In this life, your mission might be to learn to face this fear and understand that failure is a natural part of learning and success. Instead of avoiding risks, you might learn to make more calculated decisions by using the lessons from your past lives to navigate wisely. Over time, you can transform this fear into a drive to prepare yourself better and approach challenges with more confidence. If you identify with this fear of failure, it might help to reflect on the times when this fear has held you back. By understanding its roots in your past lives, you can start to work on overcoming it, allowing yourself to take healthy risks and grow from your experiences rather than being stuck in fear. If you have a strong fear of water, like a fear of drowning or a discomfort around large bodies of water, this might be connected to a past life where the sea played a significant and possibly traumatic role. These intense fears often don't have a clear explanation in your current life, such as a bad experience with water. Instead, they might be subconscious memories of a past life where you could have been a sailor or someone involved in major sea voyages. If you feel uneasy or tense at the thought of being at sea, it's possible that you experienced a shipwreck or another traumatic water-related event in a previous life. On the other hand, if you feel an irresistible pull toward the sea, as if it holds a special power over you, this might indicate that the sea was an important part of who you were in another life. Maybe you were a navigator or explorer, someone who spent much of your time on ocean expeditions. This fascination with the sea might be a memory of freedom and adventure, or a deep connection to the vastness and mystery that the ocean represents. This love for the sea might have developed in a past life and still resonates strongly with your soul today. Whether you have a fear of water or feel a special connection to it, these emotions can shape how you relate to water in your current life. If you're afraid of swimming or avoid boat trips, it might help to explore these feelings through meditation or regression to access the root of your fear and heal it. On the other hand, if you feel at home near the sea, this connection might be a clue about who you were and the lessons you learned in past lives. Maybe water represents healing and comfort to you, something that is still deeply connected to your being. Understanding these feelings toward water can give you a new perspective on your current life. Recognizing that these fears or fascinations might come from past lives can be freeing, allowing you to deal with them more consciously. If the sea holds a special power over you, it's likely tied to old memories that still need to be understood and integrated into your current journey. If you've ever felt like people don't understand you, or if you've been rejected for having unique gifts or a special sensitivity, it could be a clue about your past life. Maybe in a previous life, you were someone with spiritual or intuitive abilities, someone who had a deep connection with the unseen world. In ancient times, people with these abilities were often misunderstood, feared, and sometimes even persecuted, being labeled as witches. But these so-called witches were simply people with spiritual gifts, who others didn't understand. It's possible that in a past life, you were one of those individuals who, despite trying to help and heal others, faced rejection from society. You might have had healing abilities, been able to predict events, or had a deep understanding of nature and the energies that shape the world. Because of these abilities, you may have faced persecution, been marginalized, or even punished. The memory of being misunderstood or rejected might still affect your current life, making you afraid to express your talents or show your true self to the world. In this life, this fear of being judged or rejected could show up in various ways. Perhaps you have strong intuition, vivid dreams, or abilities that you can't explain but are hesitant to share for fear of being misunderstood. Or maybe you feel you have a special purpose but struggle to find your place, often feeling out of place or different from others. These feelings could be echoes of your past life, where your gifts were not accepted, and now you're reliving the fear of being true to who you are. Understanding that your current feelings of being misunderstood may be linked to a past life can be freeing. By recognizing that these old memories are still affecting your behavior, you can start healing those wounds. You can begin to allow yourself to be who you truly are without fear. Knowing that your abilities are a gift, not a curse, can help you find people and communities who will appreciate and value you for who you are. In this way, you can transform fear into strength and rejection into acceptance, fully living the purpose that your soul has brought from past lives. If you've ever felt trapped in a repetitive cycle or questioned the purpose of your life, this might also be linked to a past life. Many people go through life feeling like they're just passing time without finding true meaning or motivation. In a past life, you might have been someone living in a very structured, controlled environment. Maybe you were a worker with few options, a peasant with little freedom, or someone living under strict rules that limited your creativity. This sense of being stuck in your current life might be a reflection of the limitations you faced before. Perhaps in that life, your choices were restricted, your role in society was fixed, and now, in this life, those memories are manifesting as silent dissatisfaction. You may feel that no matter how hard you try, things stay the same, as if you're stuck in a never-ending cycle. This can create feelings of frustration or even make you feel like you're wasting your potential. In the present life, this feeling of being trapped in a routine without purpose might show up in different ways. Maybe you're stuck in a job that doesn't make you happy, but you feel like you have no choice but to continue. Or perhaps your daily responsibilities feel overwhelming, leaving no time or energy to pursue your real dreams. This pattern might be an echo of a past life where you couldn't explore your talents or passions, and now your soul is longing for change and freedom. Recognizing that this feeling of stagnation may have roots in a past life can be the first step toward breaking the cycle. By understanding that this dissatisfaction isn't just about the present, but also a lesson your soul is trying to learn, you can begin to free yourself. Small changes, like taking up new hobbies, traveling, or even shifting your work, can help you reconnect with the purpose your soul is seeking. This way, you can turn monotony into opportunity and find meaning in your current life. If any of these feelings resonate with you, it may mean that you're carrying influences from your past lives that still affect your life today. The first step to changing this reality is to recognize these patterns and accept them as part of your journey. Understanding that these feelings or behaviors have deep roots can be liberating because it shows you that you don't have to hold on to them forever. For example, if you have an intense fear of water, recognizing that this might be connected to a traumatic experience in a past life is the first step toward overcoming that fear. Knowing the source of the problem gives you the power to face it head on. After recognizing these influences, it's time to turn these past lessons into strengths for your current life. If you see yourself as someone who always takes on too much responsibility or feels trapped in a purposeless routine, this might be a sign that your soul is ready to learn how to live differently. The key here is to change your perspective. Instead of seeing these experiences as burdens, see them as opportunities for growth. If you were a figure of great responsibility in past lives, now is the time to learn how to delegate, to find balance, and to trust others more. This change in attitude can open up new possibilities in your current life. Another way to use this knowledge to transform your reality is to reconnect with the talents and abilities you developed in past lives. If you identify as someone who was deeply spiritual or had special gifts in past lives, now might be the time to explore these qualities more fully. Allow yourself to develop these abilities without the fear of being judged by others. Maybe you have a strong intuition or a natural ability to help others, and by embracing these qualities, you not only honor who you were, but also make a positive impact on the world around you. This reconnection with your past abilities can bring a new sense of purpose and fulfillment into your life. Finally, transforming your reality also means making conscious choices that align your present life with the purpose of your soul. This means making decisions that resonate with who you truly are, rather than following paths that only reinforce negative patterns from the past. If you feel that you were always misunderstood or persecuted for your gifts, now is the time to find environments and people who accept and value you. Changing your reality is a journey of self-discovery and courage, where you use the lessons of the past to build a future that truly reflects who you are. By doing this, you not only heal the wounds of the past, but also create a life that is fuller and more meaningful. Accessing memories of past lives can be done through techniques that help you reach deep into your consciousness. One of the most effective methods is deep meditation. By meditating, you can calm your mind and create a state of relaxation where hidden memories can surface. A common technique is guided meditation, where someone narrates a journey that leads you to visualize moments or experiences that might be connected to your past lives. This process allows images and sensations to come up naturally without force or control. Another popular method is past life regression, often done with the help of a therapist or experienced guide. During a regression session, you're put into a deep state of relaxation, which makes it easier to access memories from the past. These sessions can reveal scenes, sounds, or emotions from previous lives, giving you a clearer understanding of who you were. It's a powerful tool for uncovering patterns and behaviors that don't seem to have an explanation in your current life. Dreams can also be a valuable way to explore past lives. Many believe that dreams can act as a gateway to these memories. Keeping a dream journal can help you notice patterns or recurring themes that might be linked to experiences from other lives. Practicing lucid dreaming, where you become aware that you're dreaming while still in the dream, can allow for more direct exploration of your past lives. This technique can be especially useful if you want to investigate a particular aspect of your past. In addition to these practices, understanding the concepts of karma and rebirth can be enriching for those looking to access their past lives. Knowing that your past actions and choices have shaped your current reality can help make sense of the memories that come up during these practices. Loving kindness meditation is another helpful technique that can clear the mind and heart, making it easier to access and integrate these memories in a positive way. These practices not only help you discover who you were in past lives, but also allow you to use that knowledge to live a more fulfilling and conscious life now. Now that you've learned about different types of past life experiences, it's time to reflect on your own life. Do you identify with any of the characteristics we discussed? Maybe you have a fear of water you can't explain, feel a strong pull toward the sea, or you've always been a spiritual person looking for answers beyond the physical world. Maybe you've felt misunderstood for your unique abilities, as if the world isn't ready to see the real you. These things might be more than just personality traits. They could be clues about who you were in a past life. When you think of them this way, you might start to see a deep link between what you're experiencing now and what your soul has gone through before. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward better understanding your journey and, more importantly, using it to your benefit. That's why we want to learn more about you. Leave a comment below and share which of these characteristics stand out to you. Do you feel there's something in your current life connected to a past one? Maybe it's a fear, a natural skill, or a feeling of being stuck in the same routine. By sharing your experiences, you not only explore these connections more deeply, but also help others think about their own journeys. Remember, understanding who you were before can help shape who you are now, so don't miss this chance to know yourself better and connect with others on the same path. Comment below, and let's uncover the mysteries of our past together. If you've made it this far, it's because you're genuinely interested in learning more about who you were and how that shapes your life today. I hope this video gave you some useful ideas and helped you feel more connected to your journey of self-discovery. The process of uncovering your past lives is ongoing, and each new piece of understanding can be an important part of your soul's puzzle. If you liked this content and want to keep exploring this interesting topic, don't forget to give this video a like. It helps a lot to share this information with others who, like you, are looking for answers. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. We have a lot more to share about spirituality, past lives, and how you can use this knowledge to change your reality. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Comment below and tell us how you connected with the traits we talked about and what you think they say about your past lives. Share this video with someone who's also interested in this topic, and let's grow together on this journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.